Do you want to see how to hard check a white supremacist agenda? Stay with me. Hello, everybody. This is Attorney Augustus Corbett, one half of the Defiant Lawyers. And each and every week, we bring you at least one legal analysis of some trending story regarding politics, policies, personalities, or pop culture to empower you with the information you need to defy an unjust legal system and to nullify systemic racism. If that interests you, and I certainly hope it does, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you'll get notified every time we upload one of these powerful, informative videos. All right, we got a doozy for you today. I'm sure you've all seen the spat between Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Green. It was really very good. And I want to share my comments and my thoughts about what we saw. Now, before we get into it, as always, please let me encourage you to go get a copy of my book, Education and Justice, if you have African-American boys in public school. Also, speaking of African-American male students, they are reading below grade level. They are leaving high school, if they're not dropping out, they're leaving high school without the ability to read on grade level. I started a program entitled Bars, Black America Reading Strongly. It's a summer reading program that we want to use to see African-American male students begin to read on grade level. So we intend over the summer to help young black boys begin to read at the level that we know they can with the support that the Bars program will provide them. So go to our website, lljp.org, and go to the page that talks about the Bars program, register your son, and we will help you try to get his reading up to grade level over the summer. So go over there and do that. All right, so Marjorie Taylor Green and Jasmine Crockett. How to hard check white supremacy. Now, I want to start out with a scripture that really is the inspiration for all that I do. It says, learn to do good, seek justice, rebuke the oppressor, defend the fatherless, plead for the widow. Jasmine Crockett, she rebuked the oppressor. That's what she did. And is seeking justice. And that is precisely what this verse of scripture says to do from the Bible. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 17. Again, as I said, it is my inspiration. Now, first thing I want you to know is the recent spar that we saw between Representative Crockett and Representative Green was not just two strong-minded women having a catfight. No. No, it was about Representative Crockett checking a white supremacist agenda. That agenda is returning Trump to the White House to further that white supremacy agenda. So let's make sure we understand that. That was not a catfight. That was Jasmine Crockett checking Marjorie Taylor Green as Green tries to promote and further her white supremacist agenda. That's what that was, and I want us to be very clear about that. Now, some background on Marjorie Taylor Green. She's in Congress for one reason, again, to promote a white supremacy agenda. She represents one of the most racist districts in America. We'll look at that district in just a few minutes. She's a huge Trump, MAGA, and QAnon supporter. That says a lot about her right by itself. She's constantly, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many other people, she's constantly embarrassing herself and our nation. She harassed Representative Cori Bush, who had to relocate her office because of the harassment. And she also harassed this young man who was connected with the shooting, the school shooting. He was a survivor of that school shooting that happened at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida. This young man's name is David Hogg. She harassed him as well. There's a video of her actually following him while he was in D.C. And at that time, that young man was about 17 years old, and to see this grown woman out there harassing that child like that was despicable, quite frankly. So her modus operandi is to bully and to intimidate, harass. That's who she is. That's what she represents. And Representative Crockett stood up to it. She stood up to it, and quite frankly, I'll be honest with you, she represents my district, and we did not send Representative Crockett to D.C. to get intimidated, harassed, and bullied by people like Marjorie Taylor Green. We sent her to do precisely what she did. Hard check that white supremacist agenda in its track. Now, Marjorie Taylor Green's right-wing extremism today will likely become the GOP's norm tomorrow. That is very important for you to understand. It looks like she is extreme, even for some of those in the GOP. But as she continues to push, as she continues to normalize that behavior, she has the chance one day of becoming the Speaker of the House. That's how far to the right the GOP is going as they try to appease Donald Trump, as they try to appease a white electorate that is filled with fear of a browning of America, a takeover of America. And they're looking for people just like Marjorie Taylor Green and Donald Trump who are willing to do whatever is necessary to push their white supremacist agenda. Okay, now we're going to look at several videos to see exactly what happened. First, Marjorie Taylor Green.
Does any other member seek recognition?
Mr.
Chair
Chairman,
recognizes Ms. Green.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I
you
think
still
your
stuck in the
fake eyelashes
courtroom.
are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
your
please
history.
regain
That's beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
So you saw what happened here. Marjorie Taylor Green started asking questions about the judge who is presiding over Trump's hush money trial in Manhattan, New York. That had absolutely nothing to do with what they were meeting about. They were actually meeting about Attorney General Merrick Garland. Had nothing to do with Judge Merchan's daughter. She asked that question because she is obviously trying to carry the water of Donald Trump, trying to represent all of his craziness. And Jasmine Crockett simply asked her, "Do you know why we're here?" Because we're not here for that. And that was when Marjorie Taylor Green then lobbed a personal insult to Jasmine Crockett about having fake eyelashes. I mean, something completely stupid. When you're doing something stupid, you tend to say something stupid because you cannot justify your stupidity. All right? But she wasn't finished. She had more stupidity to say.
Mr. I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings
Move
hurt?
her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby
me.
girl?
We're gonna,
I don't
we
think
are going to
so.
move, and we're going to take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion.
Ms. Green, do you wish to strike your words?
I have 4 minutes and 21 seconds to speak.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another motion, then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So will you agree to strike your words?
Yeah. I'll
Okay. Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No, she
Perry.
needs to
Okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're not
reserve the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty self-evident.
You're not.
Yeah, you're not.
out of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike.
So you heard this time Marjorie Taylor Green call AOC unintelligent. So she doubled down on her insulting, stupid comments. First, she accused Jasmine Crockett of having fake eyelashes. Then she said that AOC was not intelligent. That's the way they operate. Intimidate, try to bully, try to harass. But Jasmine Crockett stood up to it. And so did AOC, to her credit. In fact, AOC came to the defense of Jasmine Crockett. All right? Now, before we listen to the response of Jasmine Crockett, let me give you some background on Ms. Crockett. So, Jasmine Crockett, in her fight with MTG, Marjorie Taylor Green, she showed what Democrats are doing to protect civil rights. And I need to stop there and comment on that because there are a lot of folks running around here who are making bogus claims that Democrats are doing nothing for the African American community. Well, you just saw for yourself that Jasmine Crockett, Representative Jasmine Crockett, stood up to that white supremacist agenda in Congress. She stood up to it face to face, as she does every day that she goes to work. And she's not the only one. So it is completely, totally bogus when these provocateurs, I talked about them in my last video, in my last couple of videos, these black YouTubers and black conservatives out here who are saying that Joe Biden and the Democrats are doing nothing for African American people. Let me tell you, if it wasn't for the presence of those Congress people, those Democratic Congress people in Congress, this white supremacist agenda would run totally ramshod over the African American community. We're doing everything we can now to try to stop it. But without the Democratic Party fighting on behalf of the African American community, it would be even worse because this white supremacist agenda intends to completely destroy the Voting Rights Act, which they have basically accomplished thus far. They intend to completely overturn the Civil Rights Act of 1964. They have their eyes set on the Brown versus Board of Education case, which we just celebrated yesterday. They have their eyes set on the 14th Amendment, which gives us African Americans equal protection under the law, due process rights, as well as citizenship. They have their eyes set on any and every law, policy, or program that benefits African Americans. And who's in Congress fighting? The Democratic Party. Now, I have issues with the Democratic Party, and I am not a Democrat. But when it comes to civil rights, the Democratic Party has been the defender and promoter of civil rights in this country for at least the last 70, 80 years. So shout out to Jasmine Crockett and others who are in Congress fighting this white supremacist agenda. Now, a little more background on Ms. Crockett. Ms. Crockett is a friend of mine. She represents, again, my district. We practice law here in the same state and in many of the same courtrooms. She, again, represents my district. I've said that 3 times because I'm very proud that she does, and you see why. She is a fighter. She has to be. We attorneys, we have to fight these people. We do so every day. What you saw there in Congress is what we literally have to do on a daily basis when we're representing folks in our cases, be it civil rights cases, be it criminal cases. We have to throw down the gauntlet all the time because of people just like Marjorie Taylor Green, who will completely run ramshod over you and your constituency or your clients. So she has been battle tested. I'm telling you, you can't be a litigator. You can't do what we do and be weak and allow these people to just run over you, because that is exactly what they think they can do and should do. And if you don't stand up to them, you will get your butt kicked all over the courtroom or all over the halls of Congress. Just that simple. And we didn't send Jasmine Crockett up there to get kicked around. We sent her up there to do exactly what you saw her do. So she's a very talented civil rights attorney. And again, as you see, she's tough and she's outspoken. But Ms. Crockett is also classy and sophisticated. And I don't want you to think that because you've seen her stand up to Marjorie Taylor Green, that she is some angry black woman. No, she can get angry and she is a black woman, but that is not her personality. Again, I know Jasmine personally. I remember when she was running for the seat. I remember when she represented us in the Texas legislature. And I know about cases that she has handled, civil rights cases right here in the DFW area. So she's battle tested. And she's also very classy and she's very sophisticated. But sometimes you got to pull your earrings out, take off your stilettos and thump. Otherwise, you're going to get run over and your interests, your clients, or your constituency will get run over as well. So yes, she is a very classy and sophisticated woman until she needs to stand up. And that's exactly what she did in the video that I am about to show you now.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those
I
words.
don't think that's a
Hold on.
part of
I'm
it.
trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to
I
strike
had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Hey,
get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a
Mr.
problem.
Chairman, Mr.
So there you have it. She went back at Marjorie Taylor Green, and she did so without directly confronting Marjorie Taylor Green. She said what she needed to say. I mean, it was funny, right? What did she say? Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body, I believe is what she said. I mean, wow. So yes, she went back. She threw a grenade back, but she did not direct it to Marjorie Taylor Green. Of course, everybody knew who she was talking about, but she did it the way we oftentimes have to do it in court. When we're having a back and forth with opposing counsel, we still got to address the judge. We still got to say what we need to say to the judge without turning over to opposing counsel and saying whatever we want to say to him or her. No, we still got to show some decorum, right? And that is exactly what she did. So she got back, but she did it in a classy way. Now, at the end right there, she made it known, hey, look, I don't like the double standard here. You had nothing to say when Green said that I have fake eyelashes. Now that I say this bleach blonde, badly built, butch body thing, now you want to come at me. But you didn't say anything to Marjorie Taylor Green, right? She's saying, so if I go at her, then here you all come, be quiet, calm down, you're angry, you're the angry black woman, when you said nothing to Marjorie Taylor Green. Again, this is how you hard check a white supremacy agenda. Thanks to Jasmine Crockett. A big, big thanks to Jasmine Crockett. Let me see. There we go. I want to give her a standing ovation. All right. Now, why do you see such fighting in the House of Representatives in the first place? Let me talk about that very briefly here. All right. So the U.S. Congress has 535 total members. There are 100 senators, and that leaves 435 House of Representative members. The senators are elected statewide, whereas the House members are elected based on their districts. So there are 435 various districts in the country. Each one has an average of 761,000 people, according to the 2020 U.S. Census. Now, Representative Crockett, here's her district, right here in the heart of North Texas, Dallas, parts of Tarrant County, and that area, which is a really populated area. Again, this is my district, and she is our representative. Then there is Marjorie Taylor Greene's district in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And I will tell you this, it is a very racist district, very deeply, profoundly racist district. And the fact that that racist district produced this woman and then sent her to Congress tells you everything you need to know about why she behaves the way she behaves, and why, therefore, folks like Jasmine Crockett and others must check her agenda. That is Marjorie Taylor Greene's white supremacist agenda. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing exactly what her district sent her to do: support Trump and all his foolishness and promote a MAGA QAnon, because Marjorie Taylor Greene is real big in QAnon, really, really big. And so she's there doing precisely what QAnon, MAGA, Trump, and her district sent her to do. And if you didn't have somebody like Jasmine Crockett and others, OAC and others, standing up to these people with this agenda, we would be in even worse trouble, us African Americans. So again, I seriously shout out Jasmine Crockett and those that are in Congress fighting this foolishness coming from the GOP. And again, it is totally false when you hear people say that the Democratic Party is doing nothing for African Americans. This is just a very small sample of what they do on a daily basis. All right, I am Attorney Augustus Corbett, one half of the Defiant Lawyers. Thank you for watching this video. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and click the bell so you'll get notified when we upload one of our videos. Once again, go get a copy of my book, Education and Justice. And if your son needs help with his reading, go to our website, lljp.org, and find the BARS program, register your son, and we will be happy to try to help you help him become a stronger reader over the summer. Until the next time, peace.